Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now finally breaking this major trendline resistance, and so far it really looks like this is not a trap move. Let me show you. You're going to notice that for the past few hours we are definitely getting a beautiful bounce towards the upside, almost exactly from our major price target. Measuring right now this entire move towards the upside with our Fibonacci retracement tool from the exact low back towards the swing high, you're definitely going to see Bitcoin hit our golden Fibonacci ratio almost to the exact dollar accuracy. Additionally, we grabbed the liquidity below our recent low at 86,300 US dollars, and since then we are right now getting a bounce towards the upside of approximately 3.4%. As you probably also know if you watched yesterday's video, yes, I did fire a brand new long trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP and also Solana, and with all of those long trades, my stop loss is right now already placed exactly at break even, just in case we are going to continue lower. However, what you're right now also going to see, literally the exact same level was also hit yesterday when we right now, for example, pay attention on the 15-minute time frame. Bitcoin hit, surprisingly or maybe not, once again the golden Fibonacci ratio when we are right now measuring this specific move towards the upside, and also we grabbed the liquidity below our recent low. So you can right now really see the golden Fibonacci ratio in a combination with a liquidity level usually can really be a beautiful area of support, and since we hit this specific level, we have gotten a pump towards the upside of approximately 2.28%. But the thing is right now, with this entire move towards the upside, Bitcoin is also breaking a very important trendline area of resistance towards the upside. And why is this specific level such an important one? Remember, a few days ago, we talked about our 5-wave price structure towards downside. We said Bitcoin probably finished the entire impulse right here, we got a correction. Another impulse for the third elite wave, another correction, and also right here with this push down, it really does look like some kind of a 5-wave price structure was actually finished. And what we can right to do when we talk about our trend lines, for us to say that the 5-wave price structure right here was most likely finished, Bitcoin needs to break a trend line when we connect our second elite wave with the fourth elite wave. So what we are right now going to do, let's go with our trend line, let's connect the top of our second elite wave with the top of our fourth elite wave, and clearly, at least as right now, Bitcoin is trying to break this specific level towards the upside, which is then going to increase the probability that yes, our fifth elite wave right here was right now finished, and we can be looking for another quite a significant push towards the upside in the upcoming days. What exactly do I have in mind? How high can Bitcoin actually go in the upcoming days? So if right now we are still going to be able to go above our trendline area of resistance, in this scenario, we can definitely talk about some kind of an ABC correction. What we are right now going to do, let's go with our Elliott correction wave, and we are going to be paying attention that Bitcoin is going to see some kind of a 3-wave price structure towards the upside in the upcoming days. This right here is going to be something very, very important, simply because once our C Elliott wave right here is going to get finished, definitely we might even be looking to fire another short or a sell trade on Bitcoin, of course also because overall speaking, we are still moving in a downtrend when we go on the 4-hourly, looking at the exponential moving averages, 2-hourly and also 1-hourly. Yes, for sure, all of our EMAs are saying to us we are in a downtrend. So that is why once the ABC correction right here is potentially going to get finished, for sure, we might be looking for some kind of a short trade very, very soon. But of course, what is right now going to be the exact target of our ABC correction right here? What we are going to do, let's go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low, and I do have two very important price targets I'm right now paying attention to. The first one, of course, it is going to be the golden Fibonacci ratio. Generally speaking, of course, as we also saw with this specific bounce right here, Bitcoin got a reaction exactly at the golden pocket, and that is simply why paying attention to the golden pocket is going to be a very smart move. And then the second target I'm going to look for is going to be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, coming in slightly earlier at approximately 92,000 US dollars, slightly above our recent high. So right now, if we continue higher, definitely pay attention to some kind of a three-wave move price structure towards the upside, at least towards the area of approximately 92,000 US dollars. That is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Right now, let me do share with you another bullish Bitcoin indication why ideally I would really like Bitcoin to continue slightly higher towards the upside. Pay right now attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 1 week time frame. You're going to notice that yes, for sure, we do have a lot of liquidations exactly below our recent lows, where approximately 124 million of long trades are going to get liquidated. However, if we do get a push towards the upside, there is going to be a bigger liquidations cluster, literally exactly above our recent high at approximately 91,200 US dollars, literally slightly below our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and of course also almost exactly at our recent high right here, which is right here for liquidity purposes. That is right now also going to be one of the reasons why ideally we would really like to get another push up, liquidate as much people as possible before potentially continuing our way much lower back towards downside. Because what you're going to see right here, the last time Bitcoin hit the liquidations cluster, it was exactly at this specific area, because of course we liquidated a lot of people from the market, and only after everyone is racked, we might be looking for some kind of a push towards downside. And that is exactly what has been happening for the past few days. Also right now, another bullish Bitcoin indication is going to be happening on the Bitcoin CME futures chart. What you're right now going to see that yes, Bitcoin definitely right now is trying to fill the CME gap, which is going to be at approximately 89,500 US dollars. And of course, if we are going to be able to go even higher, this CME gap is going to get filled. And there is right now a very simple rule you should definitely follow. 90% of all of the CME gaps usually get filled sooner rather than later. So this right here alone is going to increase the probability that Bitcoin is actually right now going to get another push toward the upside. If you look like that, at least towards the top of the CME gap, at least towards 89,500 US dollars. And let me right now share with you exactly why this specific area on Bitcoin is really going to be the first local area of resistance. This right here remains my main plan, of course, but the thing is, the first local area of resistance on BTC is going to come in just slightly earlier. Of course, if you are in my free VIP Discord group, you definitely know already about this specific level. But of course, let me right now also do share with you this exact level I'm right now looking for, which is going to be the first local level, and it's also aligning almost perfectly with the top of our CME gap. What we can right to do, let's go with our fixed range volume profile to measure the entire bottom price action with our volume. We are going to go only with the point of control or the biggest volume cluster of the entire bottom price action right here. Additionally, what we said before, what is the most important Fibonacci ratio? It is always going to be the golden pocket. So we go right now with our Fibonacci retracement. We go from the high back towards the low. And what you can right to see, our golden Fibonacci ratio coming in almost exactly at our biggest volume cluster at approximately 89,300 US dollars. But also right now, if we go on the daily time frame right here, we can also identify another high-term time frame daily area of resistance. Let me right now hide the golden pocket and also the volume level for a moment, so we can right now see where our daily high-term time frame level was actually confirmed. Exactly at 89,454 US dollars, literally almost exactly at our golden Fibonacci ratio, almost exactly at our biggest volume cluster of the entire bottom price action right here. And also, of course, this area right here is right now aligning clearly almost exactly with the top of our CME gap. So let's just right now say like that. The first major price target for Bitcoin is going to be this specific area where, of course, potentially we might be expecting some kind of a rejection back down. Of course, if the rejection is going to happen, what can that potentially mean? Of course, also, as we said before, it could be our A elite wave right here, then we will form some kind of a B elite wave, and of course also then we still are expecting another push towards the upside for our bigger ABC correction to actually play out. But the reality is, right now with this very nice choppy price action on the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and also of course if we are zooming out on the daily time frame, this price action right here is really ideal for our trading bots. The Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot for the past few days right here, they have been performing performing very, very nicely. And even if Bitcoin is going to be going lower, yes, the bot is going to be buying all the way down towards 65,000 US dollar area. The Ethereum bot is going to be buying all the way down towards 2,000 US dollar area, and definitely the lower we go, the more aggressive both of the bots right here are going to be buying. If you want to actually use my trading bots, very, very simply, create an account on Pionex using this specific link down below in the description. You register on Pionex, you're already going to get 50 USDT completely for free. Then make sure you also deposit, because you're going to get even bigger bonuses. You deposit 500, you get $300 completely for free. You deposit 5,000, you get $800 completely for free using this specific link down below in the description, and then simply deploy the bots, copy my exact settings using this specific link down below in the description. Now, let me also share with you exactly at what area is Bitcoin trading at this specific time, because yes, we were able to go back above the bottom of our horizontal range, what you're right now going to see. Let's go with our horizontal range, where you can right now notice that yes, the bottom of the range is right now definitely reclaimed. But also remember, one of the most important levels in our horizontal range are always going to be volume levels. So once again, if we are measuring the entire range with volume, you're right now also going to notice that Bitcoin is right now trading exactly at our value area low. Remember a very simple theory. Usually, when we do get acceptance above our value area low right here is a bullish indication, and we already might be expecting a rotation back towards the value area high. Because what you're going to see right here, we got the acceptance above the value area low, and we got a push towards the upside, literally straight towards the value area high. Acceptance below the value area high, we got a push towards upside towards the value area low. So right now, looking at the volume theory of our range right here, definitely there is quite a high probability for Bitcoin to get a push towards the upside towards the value area high. But as we said before, the first area of resistance we should definitely pay attention to right here is not going to be the value area high, but actually the golden Fibonacci ratio that is aligning exactly with the point of control, with the biggest volume cluster. And also what you're going to see right here, the mid-level of our horizontal range is actually going to be exactly at our very nice price target right here. So very, very simply right now, ideally, we are looking for another rotation towards the upside. I do right now remain in my long trades on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana. Stop loss is already at break even. I also, by the way, am still holding my short trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana. But the reality right now is, if we are going to get a push down right here, simply I'm going to get stopped out of my long trades. But of course, I'm not going to lose any money because my stop loss is at break even. And also, the lower we are going to go, the more the trading bots right here are actually going to be buying the dip. Right now also, what about if we go with the RSI indicator, let's just say on the 4-hour time frame. Right here, we are actually forming some kind of a bearish indication. You can right now see lower high on Bitcoin, higher high on the RSI. Technically speaking, this right here is a regular bearish divergence. However, I would say, in my opinion, looking at this divergence is nothing really significant because it is forming only on the 4-hour time frame on the RSI indicator. If we are going to go, for example, with the MACD, maybe even with money flow, this bearish divergence is not really visible. That is right now why I don't really think that this right here is really going to be a bearish indication for Bitcoin. But what we can right now say, if the bottom of our range right here is right now going to get lost, sure, it can actually be some kind of a bearish indication of Bitcoin, and only in this scenario we can be looking for lower targets. Right now, support is still support, and that is simply why if you're looking for another trade right here, you could potentially look to fire another long trade right here. Stop loss below our recent low, targeting, as we said before, maybe even our higher golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 93,500 US dollars. But also, the higher we are going to go, the more aggressively the trading bots right here are going to be taking the profits for us. So if you want to use my exact trading bots, very simply create an account on Pionex using this specific link. You register, you're already going to get 50 USDT. You deposit, you're also going to get a beautiful bonus, and then simply deploy the bots, copy my exact settings using this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.